What's up, everybody? Hello and welcome to Not Your Average Meta, an MTG Commander channel dedicated to bringing you decks and commanders you wouldn't normally find in your average meta. This week's video is brought to you by our new channel sponsor, International MTG. If you're looking for competitive pricing on your favorite MTG cards, old and new, be sure to check out the International MTG store and TCG Player, link in the description of this video. This week on Not Your Average Meta, we're bringing you a very special Christmas-themed episode where each player is playing a Gruul aligned commander. We would also like to shout out our second full-time channel sponsor for Season 3, The Hobby Horse. If you're ever in the Central Illinois area, be sure to stop in and check out the store, as well as saying hi to Martin. This week's matchup features Gavin back playing the new Monkey Tribal Commander from Jumpstart 2022, Kibo, Uktabi Prince, Floor returning again this week playing another Jumpstart Commander but from 2020, Neyith of the Dire Hunt, Foggraw back playing a legendary Street Fighter Commander, Blanka, Ferocious Friend, and finally Justin back again playing his Gruul Good Stuff deck being led by Klothys, God of Destiny. Now that we have our fighters, let's step into the Thunderdome and see which deck will come out on top. Turn 1, Foil plays a tap Timber Gorge. Fog plays a Mountain. Justin plays a Command Tower and Gavin plays a Mountain before casting a Gorilla Shaman. Foil plays a Verdant Catacombs and pays the 1 life to go get a forest before he shortcuts his turn by also casting a Rampant Growth to get a mountain. Fog plays a forest and Justin plays a mountain. Gavin plays a Rootbound Crag before casting a pair of Lightning Greaves. He then equips the Greaves to his Shaman and attacks Foil for 1 life. Foil plays a mountain that taps out to cast his commander, Neyith. Fog plays a Contested Cliffs, then casts a Tangled Florahedron. Justin plays a mountain that pays to cast a Chromatic Lantern. Gavin plays a mountain that pays to cast his commander, Kibo. He then equips him with the Greaves in order to tap him, giving each player a banana token. Foil plays an Arid Mesa before swinging his commander, Gavin, for 3 damage. He then casts Hunter's Insight targeting Neyith in order to draw 3 cards after damage is dealt. Foil then pays the life to crack his Mesa and go get a mountain from his library, which he uses to cast an Abrade, destroying Gavin's Greaves. Fog plays a mountain that pays enough to cast his commander, Blanka. Justin plays a mountain that pays to cast a Topiary Stomper. He then goes to get a land from his library to put into play before using his banana to cast his commander, Klothys. Justin then gains 2 life while Gavin puts counters on his monkeys. He then goes to combat exiling the card from Gavin's library, which has him gain 2 life while each opponent loses 2 life. Gavin plays a mountain that cracks a banana in order to cast a Silverback Elder. He then goes to combat swinging Kibo at Foil. Foil then sacks a banana token which puts another counter on Gavin's monkeys. Foil casts a Thrill of Possibility, discarding a card in order to draw 2 cards. He then casts Domri, Anarch of Bolas, then upticks him to cast Hunt the Hunter, choosing to have Neyith fight Kibo. Fog plays a Forest, then uses his banana to cast a Faithless Looting, drawing 2 cards, and then discarding 2 cards. He then casts an Explorer, playing an extra Forest, and draws another card. Fog then targets Blanka with Might of the Masses, dealing 2 damage to each of his opponents. He then casts Sure Strike, dealing 2 more damage to his opponents, and then casts Antagonize to deal 2 more damage. Fog then goes to combat and swings his commander at Foil for 20 commander damage. Justin plays a mountain that casts a Beast Whisperer before he then casts a Paradise Druid, which has him drawing a card. Justin then exiles a land from Foil's graveyard before casting Zertog Goblin in his second main phase, drawing a card. Gavin casts a Realmwalker, naming Apes, before then looking at his top 5 cards, putting a land into play tapped. Foil plays a Force and casts Warbriar Blessing, enchanting his commander, having him fight Fog's Florahedron, which has him drawing a card. Foil then casts his own Faithless Looting, which has him drawing 2 cards and discard 2 cards. He then casts the Cinder Vines before uptaking Domri in order to cast a Commander Sphere. Fog pays to flashback his Faithless Looting in order to draw 2 more cards and discard 2 cards. He then casts an Overabundance and passes. Justin loses 3 life to cast Godzilla, drawing a card. He then loses 4 more life in order to cast the Tarrasque, drawing another card. Justin then exiles another land from Foil's graveyard before attacking Gavin with his Tarrasque. Gavin then double blocks Justin's creature in order to take him out. Gavin loses a life to cast his Sardian Avenger. He then loses 3 more life to recast his commander, and then another 2 life to cast Toski, Bearer of Secrets. Foil plays an Evolving Wilds and loses a life in order to flashback his own Faithless Looting. He then draws 2 cards and discards 2 cards before losing another life to recast Regrowth. He then brings his Thrill of Possibility back to his hand. Foil then pays another life to recast his Thrill of Possibility, discarding a card and drawing 2 more cards. Foil then cracks his wilds to go get a land while passing. Fog plays a mountain and passes. Justin loses 2 life and casts Hazard the Fervent, drawing a card. He then plays a Force before losing 6 more life to cast a Shivan Devastator, where X is equal to 12. Justin then draws a card and goes to combat, swinging his Devastator at Fog. Fog decides not to block and takes the 12 damage. Gavin taps Kibo to give everybody a banana, before then using a banana to help him cast Beast Within to destroy Justin's Devastator. This then gives Justin a Beast token. Gavin then attacks Fog with 2 of his creatures in order to draw 2 cards. He then loses 2 life to cast Thran Forge, and then another 2 life to cast a Manglehorn, destroying Justin's Godzilla, which he turns into an artifact before destroying it. On his instep, foil sacks the Cindervines to destroy Fog's overabundance. Foil plays a Mountain Return to cast a Gruul Rage Beast, having it fight Justin's Beast token, drawing a card. Foil then casts a Reckless Stormseeker, having it fight Toski in order to draw another card. He then upticks Domri, targeting his Stormseeker before passing. Fog plays a Force and passes turn. This ends his day becoming night and Foil Stormseeker transforming into Stormcharge Slasher. Justin casts Kamal, Heart of Karosa, drawing a card. He then uses a banana to cast an Invigorating Hot Spring before going to combat, swinging his Stomper at Gavin, dealing 7 damage. Gavin pays to cast Green the Lonely King before using Kibo to give everyone another banana. He then swings Toski at foil for damage and draws a card. Gavin then uses his banana to cast a Rag Daddy and passes. Foil plays a Fabled Passage, then casts the Heb Dreadhorde Champion, having it fight Justin's Beast Whisperer, drawing a card. He then floats a mana and cracks his Sphere to draw a card, before using his banana to cast a Valakut Awakening. He then puts all the cards in his hand on the bottom of his library before drawing that many cards, +1. Foil then upticks Domri to help cast Halana and Alana, having them fight Gavin's Avenger, drawing a card. He then goes to combat, putting 3 counters on his commander. He then flips his Stormseeker back over after doing a terrible job of tracking his Night and Day token up to this point. Fog casts a Kessig Flamebreather and passes. Justin casts a Sunder Shaman and then a Shia Soul of the Wild. He then casts a pair of Lightning Greaves before he then equips them to his Ashaya. Justin then exiles a land from Foil's graveyard while Foil sacks his passage to go get a land from his library. Justin then swings his Stomper at Gavin again, who blocks with his Manglehorn but still takes 5 damage. Gavin attacks Justin Toski, who gets blocked. He then casts a Rhythm of the Wild and a Universal Automaton, giving him a +1/+1 counter. He then gives everybody a banana and passes. Foil plays a Force Return to place a Triumph of the Hordes. He then goes to combat and puts more counters on his commander before doing the right thing and swinging out all of his creatures at Justin. Justin then assigns blocks as well as he can so he doesn't die to the infect damage. Combat damage then resolves, which wipes away most of Foil and Justin's boards, while Justin takes 5 poison counters. Foil then casts Rites of Flourishing and uses a banana to help cast a Pirate's Pillage, discarding a card, while he draws 2 cards and creates 2 treasure tokens. He then plays a Terramorphic Expanse and then cracks it, passing his turn. Fog draws 2 cards per turn and plays an Evolving Wilds before cracking it to go get a land from his library. Justin plays his own Fabled Passage turn, then cracks it to go get a Force from his library. He then exiles a card from Gavin's library, gaining 2 life while each opponent loses 2 life. Justin then swings a Shia at Foil, taking him out of the game. And in response, Foil sacks all of his banana tokens to put more counters on Gavin's monkeys. Gavin casts Metallic Mimic, naming apes, then goes to combat swinging Gruul, Ragavan, and Kibo at Justin, while he swings Toski at Fog. Justin exiles the top card of his library to Ragavan while they both take their damage. Gavin then draws a card and casts his exiled Monster Mandrill, milling the top 5 cards of his library and returning a creature to his hand. Gavin then casts Ravenous Baboons, using them to destroy Kamal. Fog draws and passes. Justin plays with Forest and makes a deal with Fog, who then casts Withstand Death, targeting Blanka, which has each opponent losing 3 life. He then uses his Cliffs to have Blanka fight Gruul before Justin casts a chain reaction. In response to this, Fog casts Snakeskin Veil, targeting Blanka, dealing 3 more damage to each opponent. He then casts Brute Strength, dealing 3 more damage to each of his opponents, and then his Sheltering Word to deal 3 more damage to each opponent. The Zen takes Gavin out of the game while he gains 15 life. Chain Reaction then resolves, wiping the board of all the creatures except Blanka, which then has Justin conceding the game to Fog, knowing he's dead on Fog's next turn. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can see more games and decks you wouldn't normally see in your average meta.